questions in the room, and if we have any time, we'll take a couple from Zoom. So, Coach, whenever you're ready.
Yeah, my opening statement is just going to be just really thank Coach Hamilton for all he's done for our profession. He's a legend. I hope he becomes a Hall of Famer. He's just done so much for so many, certainly for a lot of Black coaches growing up. He's been a mentor and a leader. I've had the good fortune of competing against his teams every year twice, and I've seen some of their great Florida State teams over the years. He does an unbelievable job. Probably doesn't get enough credit for the way he recruits to his style and their style of play throughout the course of his career. It's very unique. It's obviously been highly successful. I just have a ton of respect for him over the years. Obviously, I've been in the league 15. He's been with me the whole time, more like I've been with him. And so we've been in a lot of different settings together. And he's a consummate professional and gentleman. And I'm just, want to make sure that I start the day with that. So the game was great for us. We played very, very well. Shot the ball well, took care of the ball. I thought, played one of our better games of the season. We're really worried Florida State coming off a great win at Wake Forest. You don't win up there very often. They played an incredible last 10, 12 minutes and can be very dangerous. And today they didn't shoot the ball as well, both from the free throw line and on the perimeter. And I'm hopeful that maybe some of our defense had something to do with that.
I'm just going to follow up on Coach Hamilton. When Coach Shrewsbury was here last week, he talked about how Coach Hamilton was supportive of him when he's gone through tough times. Did you ever experience?
Yeah, he was just encouraging me. My first probably 6 or 7 years in the league were hard. I think we were getting a lot of good things done in the program behind the scenes, not always on the court. And around that time and a little bit thereafter, it kind of coincided when they were on an unbelievable run, from about 2015 or 16 to 2020, 21. I mean, they were as good as anybody in our league every year, just rolling. And he was just always very encouraging. And, hey, you're doing the right things. I know it's hard, but stick with it. You're making progress. And, I was very thankful of that. And when you play somebody who's as good as they were at that time, and he's doing those kinds of things, it was very kind of him to be very supportive.
It seems like you're kind of at a place with Clemson and all that maybe Florida State was in that 2016 to 2021 timeframe. What does it take to do that? I don't want to use the word football school, but like Florida State, at a school that is going to maybe direct more of its resources.
Yeah, same thing. I think some of this is cyclical, right? That's why what, Duke does, North Carolina's done. I mean, when you're the standard bearer every year, it's pretty incredible. Now, certainly some schools have more resources and all those things and devote to it. Like, Clemson football, we're the same. And obviously what Dabo's done is remarkable at our school. But most of the schools you're battling most years, and you find really good pockets of 3 and 4 year periods if you're lucky as a coach, where you ride a couple of really good players, build on that momentum, and you put together 4, 5, 6 years of really high level play, maybe above your norm, right? And hopefully we're in that point right now, and we're raising our level. And that's, certainly that's what Leonard has done here, is he's raised the level. And all those teams, all those years, the Elite Eights, Sweet 16s, and all the thing, ACC tournament championships, regular season championships. I mean, that's high level stuff now in the league we're in, especially in that time period. We've had a good run here the last, several years, and I'm very proud of that. And it's coincided with us having some very good players that are very committed to how we do things.
Are there any more questions in the room? Okay, we can go to a couple on Zoom.
Hey, Brad, this is Will. I wanted to ask you, Chase has probably his worst game of the season, and yet you still win by 26 points. What does that say about your team?
Well, some of that is the way they guarded him, right? I mean, they face guarded him a lot. really didn't let him have very many touches. So he had tough shots when he did. I thought he did a lot of good things, not forcing it, just kind of accepting that. There were times we told him, hey, that's fine. They're going to face guard you. We're going to do some things without you underneath you. There's more space. Anytime you face guard a player like that, there's more space for other players to make plays. I thought our guys did a good job of attacking that. And it's, as a good player, you just got to understand that and not be selfish. And Chase certainly wasn't that. He had 4 steals, 3 or 4 rebounds. He's smart enough that he's about our team winning and our team having a good day instead of him having to score 17 points. He's done that many times this year. Today, he didn't have to do that.
Anything else for Coach?
Yeah, Coach, this is Grayson with TigerNet. Just with Dylan Hunter, this 3rd straight start within this starting lineup, just what does he provide for that group out the gate? And obviously with the career high today, just how does he continue to grow this year?
Yeah, just I think we're a little faster, certainly a little more speed on the perimeter when you have a 3rd guard versus Chauncey. And I think Chauncey's done a really good job of coming off the bench and playing well. He had 8 rebounds, I think, again tonight. And then gives us a good scoring punch. Chauncey does. He can come in at a couple different positions, so that makes him more valuable even that way coming off the bench. But Dylan's a confident player. Our staff has seen his growth from his freshman year to his junior year, and obviously we saw a lot of progress this summer with his shooting. So we knew that, hey, he's going to shoot the ball at a high level this year. We felt that. And certainly have encouraged him to stay aggressive. He made a couple again today, 2 or 3 today, I think maybe 3. So I don't think we're surprised by it at all. And it's been a good move for us right now.
Hey, Coach, this is Darian Carter with the Greenville News. On the flagrant 1 foul towards the end of the game with Chase Hunter, I guess, what did you see from your perspective? And you also kept your starters in. I guess, 1:30 left into the game. Why did you keep them in so long when the game was out of reach?
Just finishing the game the right way. I did not see the play, so I can't comment on it. Haven't seen it. Part of it just finishing the game the right way.
Thanks. Coach.
Okay. Thanks,
Coach.
everybody.
Thanks a lot. Appreciate it.
Yeah.